Big news in the luxury car world today. GVE London, one of the UK's most talked about supercar dealerships, has just fallen into administration. Only days earlier, angry customers stormed the company's parking lot, demanding their cars back, forcing police to intervene in chaotic scenes that spread across social media. For a dealership that built its reputation by showcasing Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and McLarens to millions of TikTok viewers, this is a shocking reversal. To me, it shows a familiar corporate trap, confusing online hype with sustainable business. Running flashy content and selling multi-million-pound assets are two very different games, and when that gap finally opened up, GVE couldn't bridge it. The collapse raises a hard question. Was this ever a solid business or just a social media showroom waiting to unravel? GVE London wasn't just another car dealer. It branded itself as the destination for supercar culture in the UK, mixing high-end showrooms with social media glamour. Founded over a decade ago, the company grew from a niche operation into a household name among car enthusiasts by leaning heavily on TikTok and Instagram. Slick videos of revving engines and cinematic showroom shots built them a following in the millions, especially among younger audiences who dreamed of owning a Ferrari or Lamborghini someday. But behind the scenes, the numbers were far less glamorous. Supercar dealerships rely on trust, capital, and constant turnover of extremely expensive stock. By 2023, reports suggested that cracks were forming. Rumors of delayed payments and disputes with clients began to circulate. When owners started showing up at the lot demanding their vehicles back, it was a visible sign that GVE's business model was in serious trouble. Administration was no longer a distant risk. It was the only option left. The downfall of GVE London highlights a recurring lesson in business. Perception cannot replace fundamentals. On TikTok, the dealership looked untouchable. Millions of views, sleek production, and a constant parade of dream cars. But beneath that surface, the economics were fragile. Selling supercars is not like selling mass-market products. Each transaction involves complex financing, trust between dealer and client, and razor-thin margins if inventory sits too long. Once confidence breaks, the entire model unravels. The police intervention was symbolic. It showed that GVE no longer controlled the narrative. Customers didn't care about TikTok views, they cared about their assets. And when those assets felt at risk, panic spread quickly. To me, this is a reminder that social media virality can amplify brand value, but it cannot substitute for operational discipline. GVE's collapse proves that even in the age of digital hype, a business grounded in unstable practices will eventually face reality, loudly and publicly. So what does GVE London's collapse really mean? For car enthusiasts, it's a reminder that trust is everything in the luxury market. You can have millions of followers and the flashiest showrooms, but if customers doubt that their money or their car is safe, the empire falls apart overnight. For businesses in general, the takeaway is clear. Hype can get people through the door, but only strong foundations keep them there. I find it fascinating that in 2025, a dealership could be both a viral sensation and a financial cautionary tale at the same time. The story of GVE proves that when digital image and real-world obligations collide, only one wins, and it's not always the one with the most followers. What do you think? Was GVE doomed from the start or just poorly managed? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy stories like this, make sure to subscribe for more quick news on Brand Guy.